Yes guys, it's your boy Crookesalot and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at the Apex Legends Fight Night Collection Event patch notes which were released yesterday. But before we get into it, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you go and do so and ring the bell so you never miss any of my future content. Also, if you're interested in following me on Twitch or Instagram, the link is in the description below. Okay ladies and gents, let's get into it. So guys, I'm going to read the patch notes right now, word for word, and give my thoughts on what I think's good and what I think's bad about the changes that we are getting. And also I'll have some graphics up on the screen so you guys can see and read along with me. So we'll begin. Happy New Year, Legends! We are starting off 2021 with a haymaker with our first Season 7 collection event, Fight Night, going live at 8 PM Pacific Time on January 5th. Today we are telling you about what it includes, and that is a new temporary game mode, the Airdrop Escalation Takeover, the Pathfinder Town Takeover, the Fight Night Collection event and its associated rewards track, collectible cosmetics, and the new Gibraltar heirloom, newly generous loot granted at Marvin's, and a whole host of balancing changes and bug fixes. So straight off the bat we have a new town takeover which we have a sneak peek of in the trailer which was released a couple of days ago, which looks awesome. We have a new game mode which is briefly mentioned and showed in the trailer also, which looks really interesting, and I do like the LTMs that these guys do put in the game. And we have a new Marvin kind of system mechanic that's coming in to the game, and that looks really interesting and really cool considering we don't have loot bots and stuff on Olympus. So that looks awesome, and also we have a whole host of balance changes and bug fixes which are always welcome additions. So we'll start off with the Airdrop Escalation Takeover. With this update, we are testing a new approach to LTMs. Instead of launching it as its own playlist, the Airdrop Escalation LTM will be a takeover of the normal play Apex game mode. It's a classical battle royale, but with way more supply drops. Immediately after you leave the jump ship, you will find a cluster of 4 supply drops across the map. During each round, more will drop. They land at the same speed as lifeline care packages. Each supply drop contains a fully kitted weapon of different tiers, depending on the round. For example, round 1's drops feature level 2 kitted weapons, while round 4 drops include red armor and crate weapons. As with regular fully kitted weapons, you cannot break them down or swap their attachments onto other weapons. And of course, regular weapons and weapons will still appear as ground loot. I think that should say regular weapons and attachments, but you get the idea. It says, we are curious to see what you guys think about the takeover approach to LTM, so let us know. I personally think that it is a good idea implementing it into the regular game mode, although I did like it as like an additional playlist kind of thing. I hope, or my only worry is that will these stats count towards KD, towards progression, towards trackers then if they are implementing it into the regular Apex mode? Obviously not in ranked, but just the regular casual mode itself. I hope it does, but we will see. The Pathfinder Town Takeover, it says drop your weapons and get ready for a brawl in Pathfinder's Town Takeover Fight Night style. Entering the ring will prevent any player from using their weapons and any of their abilities. The only way to beat someone is via a bit of fisticuffs. Oh, and don't forget about any outside ring interference. No outside projectiles, grenades or abilities can penetrate the ring's force field. That's really cool because that was a worry of mine after seeing the trailer. Punch out the loot balls contained within the ring to scoop up some rare loot. Just remember, you cannot use it until you leave. That sounds really awesome, guys. I cannot wait to actually try this out. I think that there's going to be some really awesome loot inside the ring. There's going to be some gold things, there's going to be some purple things, possibly a red thing, possibly fully kitted weapons. It's got lots of possibilities, and I believe it's going to be an early game drop place to get some solid loot straight off the bat and try and get some kills and just to have a bit of fun. some streamers, I believe, will be taking advantage of the punching mechanics and just to like get some funny clips and stuff, because you know for a fact that that's going to happen. It says we are now on to the Fight Night Collection event and rewards track. So it says the Fight Night Collection event brings another set of 24 themed limited time cosmetics to Apex Legends. All 24 items will be available through direct purchase of Apex coins or crafting materials and in event packs for the entire duration of the event. Each event pack will come with one event item and 2 non-event items at the following drop rates. One event item, it has a 50% chance of being an epic or a 50% chance of being a legendary. This is standard what it has been in the past. We now have one non-event item, a 70% chance for it being a rare, a 20% chance of it being an epic, and a 10% chance of it being a legendary. So we have 2 non-event items where those are both the case. And what I have found in previous collection events is that 10% legendary chance is higher than the regular drop rate for legendaries. So say you buy all 24 packs, yes, it'll cost you a lot of money, but this is how I justify it to myself, other than just the fact that you are getting quality items from the event. And let me just remind you that these collection event items and cosmetics will not ever be available again, to my knowledge. They are not like Christmas events or Halloween events where the next year they'll be rotated in or changed slightly and re-released. I have not seen a re-release of a collection event ever in my year and a bit time on Apex Legends. So when they are gone, they are gone. And also, by buying these 24 packs, you end up getting maybe like 3 to 5 extra legendaries that you would not have normally got, and a bunch of crafting materials, a bunch of epic things, and it's just like a boosted drop rate for everything. So it is really cool, and obviously if you are spending such a large amount of money, it is nice that you are given that good loot and those good cosmetic items. We have the event tracker for the Fight Night, which looks like you can earn some kind of camera weapon charm, a Gibraltar skin, so obviously trackers for a certain hero, probably Gibraltar I would think. There is an RE45 skin and a charge rifle skin. We have a graphic up on the screen now. Those are actually really nice. I do think they are cool. As I mentioned in a previous video, my last video, these are all part of the high fashion Season 7 look. As you can see in the Battle Pass, we have Octane, who has the look and style about him of the high fashion. All these characters and skins follow the same kind of look, and it is a really cool look. There are some really interesting cosmetics here. We have a Bangalore skin where she's looking cool. We've got a really cool Revenant skin with some robes on, and an awesome Watson skin with a beret on top. We'll talk about these loot Marvins now, as I feel these are really interesting and could potentially be replacements for the loot bots that you see flying around on World's Edge, although this is only going to be on Olympus, as we're about to find out. After having been previously decommissioned, Marvins are now programmed to reward legends in the arena. Only appearing in Olympus, these friendly guys will give you loot after interacting with them. They'll produce tiered loot equal to what is showed on their screens. If they have a white sad face, it will be common level 1 loot. If they have a neutral blue face, that will be rare level 2 loot. If they have a pleased purple face, that will be epic level 3 loot, and a very happy yellow face, that will be legendary level 4 loot. Pick up the loot and thank your friendly Marvin. Or, if you're feeling toxic, shoot them. When you do, they may drop their arm for you to store in your inventory. Taking this to another Marvin with the missing piece may get you a reward. So that's really cool and interesting, because if you destroy a Marvin after you've got loot off of him, and then go to another Marvin, say he's missing an arm, and you have his arm in your inventory, you can then instantly get more awesome loot, which is a good system. a little bit like contracts on Warzone. I feel like this is going to provide a lot of loot for newer and more experienced players alike. Right guys, now we move on to meta updates. This is always very interesting. I like to see what they do to tweak the characters, what their kind of thought process is behind it, and to see if it is affecting any of my favourite legends. So we read, there's nothing too meta shaking this time around. We're giving Season 7 some extra time to shake out. Horizon released strong, but not overpowered. The below buffs are aimed at small power increases. Rampart still needs overall power, and the Caustic buff is an extra bit of compensation for the loss of vision blur from gas in Season 7. Note that looking at our data, the Season 7 change was a solid buff for Caustic, but he's not quite where we want him to be. So we'll start off with Rampart. Her amped cover has a decreased cooldown from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. I believe that this will be very good for Rampart players because I like Rampart. I think she's got an awesome kit, but those amped covers do take a long time to recharge before you can put another one down. So I'm glad that she's getting a bit of love. And Caustic, the Nox trap gas, decreased cooldown from 25 seconds to 20 seconds, and that was the Nox gas trap. So that means that Caustic can gas up a building quicker and the cooldown has been reduced, so that's awesome. I think Caustic's in a good place where he is now. He'll be able to gas a building very quickly, making it very difficult to attack. Weapons, my beloved Hemlock has got a slight nerf, guys. The decreased damage from 22 to 20 to 20 per bullet, I believe. So obviously each bullet does 22 damage previous to this, so you'll shoot somebody with one burst. If you hit all 3 bullets, that's 66 damage. Now it'll only do 60 damage, but still 2 bursts to the head and you're dead, potentially, I believe. I'm not sure about that, but still, the Hemlock's getting a nerf, but I feel like it was slightly overpowered. It did shred guys ridiculously fast, and I feel like this is going to put it in a better place now. The Mastiff Spread spread out 3rd to 4th pellets to decrease max range of 4 pellet hits. Don't quite understand that. I believe it's just decreasing the max range of the 4 pellet hits. So I mean, it's not a sniper, guys. It's a shotgun for close range. I just feel like they're trying to stop you from being able to tank damage with it and just wreck guys inside buildings like wall to wall. Just giving it a little bit, because it is a very powerful weapon, guys, don't get it twisted. So I think they're just trying to decrease the range a slight amount, allowing you to get more up in the enemy's face with it, and that's how it's supposed to be used. The Prowler, the reserve bullets are increased from 175 to 210, which I think's fair enough. The Prowler is insane this season, guys. If you had the pleasure of using it from a care package, it absolutely shreds. 175 bullets in reserve was always a little bit low because you cannot pick up ammo for a care package weapon, so it is a welcome addition that has been increased. That just literally means more kills, getting more bullets for it. It is insane. Quality of life changes, guys. This is super important. People have been asking for this particular change since the game came out, essentially. Since ultimate accelerants were a thing, you have now been rewarded for your patience. Ultimate accelerations can now be used without opening your inventory. Just let that breathe for a second, guys. Without opening your inventory. If your ultimate is not currently available, just press the buttons and activate it, and you'll pull out any stored accelerant in your inventory and use it automatically. This is really good, guys. This has been requested for so long. I've seen Reddit and Twitter blowing up over this news, so that's going to be sweet, guys. When in a lobby, if a party member disconnects, leaves your lobby for any reason, i.e. disconnects, all party members will be marked as not ready. This should stop accidental launches into a match when your buddy dipped out for a second. Again, super useful. The amount of times where somebody's game's glitched out and we've jumped into a rank match with only 2 of us, against obviously squads of 3, that is never nice, and I'm really glad that they've implemented that. It has been a long time coming. And some more huge news, guys. The fabled Mark All the Scene button has been added. Guys, this is really big. The amount of times especially for content creators, you're opening hundreds of packs and then you have to manually go through every single thing, even when it's some not so great skins. It takes a long time, it's time consuming, guys. Now you can press this button and mark it all as red. Super awesome. Pinging the nearest respawn beacon from Spectate will now always ping the nearest beacon unless you don't have enough time to use it before the ring closes, instead of defaulting to the nearest beacon in the safe ring. Again, super useful. We've been asking for this for a fair while, so I'm glad that Respawn have added this. You can now see how many treasure packs are needed to acquire the next comic page. This should make it easier to people who are chasing the new bit of lore to know how far away they are. Again, super useful, although I haven't really opened many of those yet, so it's not particularly affecting me. Caustic should now smash the door down with his heirloom hammer instead of his leg, if available. Didn't particularly notice this, guys, but that's an awesome change considering I do have his heirloom. And we added a small bit of information to the Find Friends box to describe a situation where your friend might not be findable because of their EA account settings. So all great quality of life changes, and we have some bug fixes. But what do you guys think of the Fight Night collection event patch notes? I personally think there's some great welcome changes here that have been long awaited. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. What are you guys most excited for when this collection event drops on January 5th? As always, it's been your boy Crookesalot. More Apex Legends content coming very soon, especially considering the event comes out in 2 days as of posting this video. Take it easy, have fun, it's been your boy Crookesalot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.